Atlanta Homes and Lifestyles is designed for the action-orientated, well-educated reader who enjoys his or her shelter, its design and its construction, its environment, and living and entertaining in it. It's a bit of a wanky sort of description there, but realistically, this could be what we're after. There's a link there on the page to the website, so we can go to the magazine's website and get a bit more of an in-depth feel for the publication. Covers how long it's been published. Again, since 1983, it's published 12 times a year, has a circulation of 33,000. You can even buy a sample copy of this magazine if you wanted to for $3.95. And again, these guys pay between $100 and $500 for an article. Now, one thing on here you may have noticed is that it says they would take up to 3 months to respond to queries, which is sort of their standard response. Now, from all the feedback and case studies and testimonials I've had over the years, I've found this is not the case. You can normally get feedback pretty quickly if you write a compelling enough article. In terms of publish time after acceptance, this one again says it's a 6-month waiting period. I've generally found it's about a 2 or 3 month period, depending on how quickly the magazine publishes. So if they're a monthly publication, I generally find they're looking for articles 2 or 3 months out, because obviously they have to get their print runs ready and all that sort of stuff. So look, again, timing is not too much of an issue here. It's all about getting traffic to your site, getting that market leadership and that third-party endorsement. So look, this could be a perfect example for what we want to get syndicated into. If we move further on, Australian Home Beautiful is a monthly magazine filled with loads of practical information, shopping details, and aspirational images. Again, a perfect fit. Doesn't seem that they pay here, but again, the payment is just a kicker. It's an absolute bonus. So Australian Home Beautiful, again, perfect way to get our article out. Better Homes and Gardens is much prefer to see a letter of query rather than a finished manuscript. Provides home service information for people who have serious interest in their homes. Again, not a bad option. Has a circulation of 7.6 million people here in Australia. It's a huge, so actually no, this isn't the Australian one, I beg you. I was going to say there's only 20 million people in Australia. I wasn't quite sure how they could be a $7.6 million or 7.6 circulation number. So but this is obviously the US version of the magazine. So again, we can go through this list. We've actually searched and popped up here. Here's the Australian version here of the magazine. You've got Canadian Living, written as a family lifestyle magazine with emphasis on practical information for women at home and in business. Could be a fit. We'll check out their website there and get a bit more information about this particular publication. So now we've got our list as we've gone through. We've worked out we're going to have 5, 10, 15 different publications we're going to approach with a query letter to try and get our article syndicated in at least one of those magazines. Now to do that, as I mentioned in the previous session of this module, we have to write a query letter. And this query letter is the syndication version of a press release. It's about selling you and the article to the publishers to print. So let me run you through a sample query letter that I'd use if we were going to take this particular article, how to get 3 times the coat coverage from a typical paint can syndicated in one of these magazines. So I'd always start using the same principles that we spoke about in that last video. We want to get to the point quickly, we want to sell ourselves, we want to back ourselves with credibility and offer them a call to action at the end. So let me run you through this. I currently run an online website/blog focused on the DIY home improvement market, primarily offering DIY painting tips, tricks and articles with over 130,000 unique readers every month. That's going to be my opening paragraph to the publisher. Now if we look at this and break it down, I want to mention that I am the person who's running this. It gives you a bit of credibility. I'm the one who has the blog. You give it a bit of a high level niche, home improvement market. Even though you're primarily very deep into the painting tips and tricks, you want to at least touch from a high level to show there's actually a link between, or a clear link even, between your website and their magazine. If you went straight in to say, I run a website about painting, they have to actually think and try and make that connection between their publication and your website. So you want to actually make sure you give that quick link and then you can drill down after the fact. But also mentioning in here that with over 130,000 unique visitors or readers every month, you actually then show credibility with statistics. And the reason I said readers not visitors, in this letter is because it's going to speak their language. The magazine publishers and editors, they think about readers, not about visitors. So you want to sort of try and use their language throughout the actual query letter as well.